Folks, thank you for tuning in for this first pregame edition on Recruits here, teeing up the Leafs and Habs game tonight. Grant, you've got a special glow going on about you or something today. What do you got going on over there?
Yeah, well, trial and error, right? Our first time at this, and I set a background, and apparently I've got a bit of an aura about me today, so maybe that's a good thing.
You got a little beverage in hand too. It looks like you're not messing around. We're having a little bit of fun today.
Oh, the pregame pop. Well, yeah.
Calming your nerves or what? What do you do?
Well, Mr. Smellypants, those that like it. Oh, it's dripping down me. Oh, they like it a lot. There, if that doesn't scare them off, nothing will.
Well, if people are tuned in beyond this point, we're a success. I don't care what anybody says. That's where I'm from. For
Anyway.
all these younger generations like myself that didn't know that.
Oh well, Mr. Smellypants. It's an old Keys commercial. I thought it was rather funny. It maybe goes back about a decade, but yeah, you were pretty young then. You were in diapers, I think. Decade ago. Disappointed that you don't remember that one, Andrew.
Give or take,
that's
yeah.
Okay.
I'm learning, man. I'm the new kid on the block around here, so that's all right.
That's right.
All right, so we got Leafs-Habs tonight, the two juggernauts of this North Division. What are you looking for in this game tonight in terms of how the Habs can? I mean, we're biased. We are Montreal supporters. What are you looking for in terms of the Canadians being able to come out with hopefully a convincing win tonight?
Well, I think Mr. Simmons is out of the lineup for 6 weeks, and I think that the Canadians have to take advantage of that. 5 defensemen that are 6'3" or taller, and Romanov may as well be 6'3" the way he plays. I think they have to be physical in their own zone without running around. Yeah, without taking bad penalties, clear the front of the net, be mean, be strong in the corners, make them pay to score tonight. And without Simmons, I don't know how much how intimidating the Leafs can be. I think the Canadians can take advantage of that with their big defense. And I'm kind of hoping that Josh Anderson, he's been good. He's been scoring the goals, a few hits here and there. But back in junior and with Columbus, he's got a lot of grit and edge to his game that we haven't really seen to the full extent yet. And I hope he comes out and is a real bastard to play against tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. And if there is a delay, folks, it's just this is Zoom for you, so we're doing our best here. But I'm looking for Jonathan Drouin tonight, Grant. I mean, he seems to step up against the Leafs. I think we would all love to see him step up every game, but he needs to put a few pucks in, I think. Not necessarily in one game, but he is putting points up to team. If he's got to this game, at least get a goal, because there's something about rivalry games that he seems to have a little bit of extra jump in.
Oh, that'd be great. He's got 1 goal so far, right? It's time. He's due to score a goal or two, I think. He does have a great shot, believe it or not. You rarely see it, and it's unfortunate because, especially in junior, saw him score some beautiful goals with a wicked slap shot and wrist shot that he has that he rarely uses. I'd love to see him bag a goal tonight. I think that'd be great. I think the Suzuki line's got to be important tonight. They'll probably be matched up against, Matthews. If not Matthews, it's certainly top 6. I want to see Anderson out there banging. I want to see the best of Suzuki, and I think if Drouin scores, that will bode well. I agree.
Well, speaking of goals and Matthews, he's on a pretty good little hot streak right now, and surprisingly, Carey Price has a pretty good record against the Leafs, 9-0-2, pretty high save percentage. But Matthews always seems to get the better of Price, as you and I were talking. And we got to see Price get the better of Matthews one of these games too.
Yeah, for sure. Especially I think in Toronto, Matthews has always been, able to score some big goals against Price. And I'd really love to see, him get the better of him for sure. I think Matthews is just, he's hit another level this year by the looks of things. Montreal, not just Price, but I think the defense has to step up, be really physical, and not let him get to the net. And hopefully they can keep him off the score sheet tonight.
Absolutely. But for me, the most concerning thing when you face Toronto has to be their power play. Like when they're moving that puck around, Grant, like anything's possible. It's always dangerous. You're always kind of concerned when the Leafs have full control on the power play. So as hard as the Canadians want to play tonight, is discipline going to be the factor in who wins this game?
Well, discipline. Hopefully they get a few breaks with the refs too. I know so far this season, there's been some games where, there always seems to be a call or two that you wonder about. Definitely, they're going to have to be disciplined. They can't run around. They're, no Alexei Emelin type bad penalties, running around just for the big hit. They have to stay disciplined for sure. And unlike a lot of games this year, they seem to be taking more penalties than the other team. Tonight, you don't want that. Even though they've been scoring a pile of shorthanded goals, that streak's gonna run out, and you don't want to be chancing that against the Leafs. They don't allow too many shorthanded goals because they're too busy, getting pucks on the net when they got their power play out there. It's lethal. So
this is also a home and home, Grant. I mean, we got the Oilers tomorrow night, a day off, and then we got the Leafs again. So we're going to get a little bit more of a playoff feel, I think, from these games. And Montreal's going to have some fatigue throughout these 3 games at some point, but I do think it would be huge for them to pull off at least 3 out of 4 points against the Leafs over these next 2 games.
Definitely. Huge games. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the Canadians, have to get at least 3 points over the next 3 games to stay on a good roll. But, there's lots of time left in the season. And I know we have a tendency, if we lose 2 or 3 games in a row, the fans will be panicking big time. And if that happens, I mean, it's unfortunate, but lots of time left in the season. And, win or lose, there'll still be lots of time left, and they'll still be in a playoff spot. So there's pressure. There's always pressure, but I don't think you can, don't grip the stick too tight and don't get too worried about it, especially Habs fans. If we lose a couple of games here, it's, long time to go yet. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah. And we have some more reassurance, I think, with Jake Allen as the secondary goaltender. This tandem is really looking great. Allen's almost outplaying Price some nights. So having that as your goalie tomorrow night against Edmonton to give Price the next 2 days to rest is huge for these matchups against the Leafs. And what I meant earlier too was 3 out of 4 points against the Leafs. Of course, we'd love to see the Habs beat the Oilers too and get all 6 points the next 3 games. But it's just nice and reassuring that Allen's going to come in tomorrow night and give Price the extra night's rest against Toronto again.
Allen's been great. He's been better than Price so far as I'm concerned.
Statistically, for sure.
Yeah, and he's playing solid. He did last year as well. That was such an important pickup. I think Bergevin, it's funny, he made that his first priority in the off season, and we're seeing why. It was those extra 4 or 5 wins, the difference between being a good playoff in a good playoff spot and not. So he's a battler. I love the way he battles, and he's going to win some games for us down the stretch that I think will be real important.
Well, it's going to be a good one tonight to start with. I'm looking forward to seeing the 2 best teams in this division go at it. I think it's going to be a different quality hockey game in this division. We don't see a ton of really tight playoff-like games, except when it comes to these two teams. And it's only their second meeting. So that's what I expect tonight, is a tight checking, hard game. A 2-1 win for the Canadiens would be fine with me. But I mean, 4-2, I don't care what the score is, but I want to see a performance from this team tonight that proves that they belong to be considered the best team in this division.
Yeah, Claude probably wants a 2-1 game, you know. Those are his favorite. And I think it actually would be nice. Hold the Leafs to a goal. That would bode well. You know, it's they've been hot, you know, scoring lots of goals. And I think the Canadiens, if they play a physical game, stay out of the penalty box, you know, intimidate them a little bit, maybe without Simmons in the lineup. Hopefully they can pull out a, you know, whether it's 8-7, 3-2, 1-0, I don't care. Just win.
The 2 points, you know, like Pacioretty said, 2 points is 2 points, right? So,
Yeah,
but
that's right. That's right.
Anyway, we're looking forward to this one, Grant. And to our viewers, do tune in again tonight for our post-game coverage of this game. We're going to talk all about this game, break it down for you, hopefully talking about a Habs win, but we'll certainly look forward to that.
For sure.